Internet 3755 here. I am doing a new commentary on an amazing firefight map, one of the more interesting ones, because it fuses multiple Halo Reach maps into a single map, and it's called Ardent Prayer. It's a firefight map, and what makes it special is it's basically Zealot, Corvette, and a few other Covenant-themed Halo maps in one firefight map. And that makes it very unique and fun to play. And I'm going to show you how to roll in third-person Avenger Firefight, which is a custom mode I have made myself. And I just love this map because it's a ton of awesome Covenant-themed maps in one map. If there's one big problem right now with the current rotation of maps from Halo Studios /343, it's too many gray UNSC maps. We need more Flood and Covenant-based maps, more alien Halo worlds to explore and play in, and this is a great step in the right direction. Now, I got the Samurai Emil look, and I love how you start with the Pelican dropping you off. So they really put a lot of details in, and it has all the attributes of the classic Covenant map. So we have this low gravity entry through the portal to the Zealot map. Now we're in Zealot, and it seamlessly transitions from one Covenant map to the other, and they are charging our flank. Quickly beat him down. Avenger, super powerful close to mid-range, just shreds shields, just completely decimate shields. Going down here, throwing the coil. And you want to keep them out of the center of the map, basically. So I'm suppressing them with the Avenger, and then quickly tapping them out. Swap from the Avenger to the Skewer, because it's much more powerful, and I don't know why I dropped my Skewer for a Mangler. The Mangler is nowhere near as good, so I pick it back up. Yeah, this combo, you're basically untouchable. If you can time your Skewer shots, it will not only kill the enemy in one shot, it will stun. And that was an amazing triple with that one grenade. For those of you who don't know, if you aim your grenades on the floor, they will bounce in the straight line at the target you're aiming at. So oftentimes I will bounce grenades rather than just throw them in a straight direction. I choke on that Skewer shot, I take out that grunt, and I'm mainly using my left stick to aim, but using the right stick to center the crosshair where I want my strafe to aim at. And that helps when I'm stuck down here fighting these jackals. You aim at the exposed part of their bodies so that they flinch, and then you quickly headshot them. Getting control of top mid from the tower, and just 2 to 4 shotting them quickly. A little bit of delay there, but you can see how quickly the Skewer makes work of these opponents. Now I'm a little bit too aggressive here, and I may pay for it. So I decide to crouch by South Catwalk. Teammates are flanking the hill, and I miss that jump, but I make up for it with the second one, and I finish off that jackal. Shouldn't really be wasting too many Skewer shots on grunts as opposed to jackals and heavier enemies. But I always play custom firefight with infinite ammunition, because infinite ammunition is one of the most underrated features missing from a lot of games today. It just makes the whole experience more fun. And Legendary isn't any less hard with infinite ammo than it is without it, so there should always be an option in most games for it. It just adds more replay value. And yes, the Skewer is a powerful anti-vehicle weapon because it quickly can take out a Phantom. And I'm flanking this Chieftain who's just sponging my shots, but he gets taken out once we rush them together. In the Zealot portion of this map, you really just need to control top mid. Have at least one player spread themselves out so that they can cover your flank if you're defending top mid. Now, this map sometimes glitches a bit because these doors are supposed to open And I think one point of this match we couldn't get through the door. And I think it's this point because notice the hill is over there, but I could not get through the door. And it's okay though, because I just wanted to comment on just look at how beautiful the aesthetics of this map are. The gorgeous like purple shaded doors and windows, and the graphite on the doors and the walls, and the reflective lumen ray traced lighting and sun shadows. This is a really beautiful game. This game's art style is the best that Halo has looked since Halo 3, and it really does show in this map all the intricacies of the art style and how much love and care went into Forge. If only they did that same love and care for the rest of the game as Forge, Firefight, and the core gameplay, which is all 15 out of 10 easy. If not 20 out of 10 sometimes. It's just the rest of the game is built on sticks and mud and hardly stable and hardly functions. Now for some reason this door refuses to open, but don't worry, this is the only time that this glitch occurs in this video. The rest of the time it's solid, uninterrupted gameplay. I'm just desperately trying to open this door because they just capped. So that's a little frustrating, but luckily this glitch seems to only be with this one wave. Going back on South Catwalk to bottom mid, but it's telling me to go back here, so since there's a new set, now the door opens. Okay, so this is the Corvette portion of the map, and look at how seamlessly it transitions from Zealot to Corvette. It's like the same map. It is the same map in one smooth transition. I hope that this map makes it into other game types besides Firefight, because there's a lot of potential with this map. And just massacring the Covenant and Banished, camping in bottom mid. In this portion, in Corvette in particular, in Reach, you need top control with Sniper. So I shouldn't be waiting on bottom mid. I need to get on top snipe and basically play support so that my teammates can get points in the hill, but they don't have to worry about being assassinated or flanked. And I fired that warning shot skewered and basically make the Jack piss his pants and flinch, which he did, so he did the work for me, and I BR him in the face. Now I'm on top control, and I quickly demonize that elite. He misses. I miss my shot too. Yeah, I'm choking a little bit with the skewer right now, but it isn't necessary because his neck was exposed, and that brute just tries to get away, but he's not getting anywhere. And I choke really hard on the skewer, so I have to quickly take out these grunts and these jackals. Swap to shock rifle. Shock rifle is just as dangerous as the skewer in the proper hands. Like Min Blitz has shown just how powerful this weapon is. They're both excellent. You can't really go wrong with the skewer or the shock rifle. And that was an excellent double. Nice kill assist in the jackal. We have total hill control, and I need to watch out because they just came to flank. I feel like I should take the skewer back, but the shock rifle is doing just as effectively. And it definitely reloads faster. That skimmer gets his day ruined, and so does that grunt. This grunt tries to ruin my day, but I'm not having it because I know how to BXR. He goes down, and Baroth, who I don't remember which boss he is, he's about to flank, so I'm assisting my teammates with shock rifle and BR bursts. And wow, did he die quickly. That is a pretty sad boss for Halo. Like, a lot of the bosses in Infinite are very good, but that boss just went down like a sack of potatoes in under 30 seconds. Now, I'm pushing for Pelican because we've just captured this hill, but it's saying defend, so I'm assuming that we're going to have another set of Banished to deal with. And I'm right, because this grunt tries to flank. Shots for a moment didn't register, but at least it picked back up. Going for shipping, grabbing the kinetic ammo. And now, I don't remember, do I grab this turret? Yeah, I believe I do, because this next section is a much more difficult section because you're over a giant toxic pit of acid, and the Banished will be flanking you from a very narrow... Yeah, this is the part of Halo 1. This is part of 2 Betrayals, or the Keys mission. This is that Covenant section. Oh, this is even better. It's the Halo 1 Covenant mission midway through the game where you are trying to rescue Keys from being infected, and you ultimately fail. For those in the know of classic Halo, he gets infected and dies, but he dies a warrior, and that's all that matters. And... yeah, I'm just getting swarmed with Banished right now. I may in fact be dead. Yes, that's my first death this game, so at least I lasted that long. And that elite falls right into the vat of acid and burns alive. But the AI here was really smart. They were actually, I have to say, to credit of Halo Studios, the AI in this game is steadily improving each time I play it. It still has some kinks to work out, but if the next Unreal Engine 5 Halo game has better AI than Infinite, there is going to be a lot of potential that they can actually realize for once. I hope they realize just how much potential Halo Infinite has. See, with Halo 4 and 5, there's nothing good about those games. They're just trash. There's nothing good at all. You have to mod those games to make them bearable. And at least Halo 4 got fixed. Halo 5 is still in need of a PC release because it still has untapped potential, but not even close to Infinite. Infinite is 10,000% a better game, even with all of its flaws. The weapons, everything in this game just works in the way the other two didn't. And I really do want to see a Halo Infinite 2. Like, once they remaster all the old classic games properly into Unreal Engine 5, Halo Infinite 2 needs to be the top tier priority. Now, here's something very important. For anybody at Halo Studios who thinks it's a good idea to put Sprint in Halo 1, you're the problem. Putting Sprint in the very first Halo game after you already botched Halo CE Anniversary completely is so disrespectful. It's asking people to never purchase your games again. It's practically intentional sabotage of the Halo franchise, and it has to be stopped. It's been a decade of a legendary franchise being turned into mediocre sludge, and someone needs to take a stand. Someone needs to say no more. We want good Halo again. We want the franchise that defined an industry for 2 decades to start doing it again. It's just not acceptable. Take Sprint and make it a toggle for Halo 1, but by default, disable that shit. By default, it needs to be classic vanilla Halo 1, no altering the core of what works. But add new weapons, add new multiplayer maps, add content. Project Eager, make it a Halo 1 Battle Royale with all the classic maps formulated to Battle Royale, but with no sprint, no abilities, classic Halo 1 gameplay and weapons in a Battle Royale. That game will take over everything. Like, that game bundled with a, honorable Halo 1 campaign that actually honors the source material correctly that Bungie gave you, the templates, and doesn't alter what doesn't need to be changed, that's going to take off. It's not that I'm against Sprint in Halo 1 per se or Clamber. I'm against them being on by default. If it's a toggle and you can enable them when you like, but they're by default disabled, I am perfectly fine with this. But if they force you to use those mechanics in Halo 1, a second remake after the first was so mediocre, it's intentional franchise suicide. It is intentional sabotage of a franchise that should be eternal and up there with Doom, Quake, Half-Life as the greatest of the great FPSs ever. And it was, for 5 consecutive games that Bungie developed it, but they have yet to get what Halo is. I just don't think that this company understands why people love Halo in the first place. Stop developing for every gamer. The best franchises cater to a specific niche audience, and they do it with etiquette, precision, and discipline. And the people who love those games will force others to play it. I can tell you this, peak of Halo 2 and 3 MOG, Halo fans were ravenous. We would grab people and forcibly drag them away from other video games to get addicted to Halo. We would do the marketing for you. Just give us what we want, and you don't need to care about the non-hardcore gamers, because true Halo fans will get those people to play Halo and love it. True Halo fans will get people who don't care or are casual into the Halo franchise by default. So you don't have to cater to everybody just to make a mediocre and half-assed game. Please end this cycle now before it gets worse. Thank you, and expect more content.